So here are another 15 mind-blowing templates on ChatGPT which enhance your capabilities. But for now, please subscribe and leave a like. So first is asking ChatGPT to pretend being different people at once. So basically you can simulate the dialogue between different characters with a different information, thoughts, and actually tell them to argue with each other. We will receive the clear conversation between different characters, negotiating, brainstorming, and actually this is a really interesting technique which you can use in problem solving, brainstorming of the ideas, thinking about your current product or services, or actually presenting new type of product to the market. Probably most of you is familiar with the main function of ChatGPT, which is summarizing and giving the ideas about the specific topic. You can take the specific research paper or any other book and ask ChatGPT to summarize the key finding of the, for example, research paper or the book. Ask all the questions which you need in order to understand the point here, or even argue with the book or its characters. This can give you the enormous amount of ideas for new products, services, and actually help you to improve your knowledge on a specific topic and be the better version of yourself. Another super cool stuff which you can play with is asking ChatGPT to give you pieces of advice about the data visualization. For example, I have the data for the specific information, maybe product, maybe service, and I need ChatGPT to visualize it in a specific infographics. And I just ask this question to ChatGPT and receive the answer about the specific type of infographics I can use in order to present this information in front of the audience better. So as you can see, there are different options here like line chart, stacked area chart, bar chart. You can ask additional question here in order to understand the gist of the idea which ChatGPT presented to you and find the better solution exactly for your type of situation. Another mind-blowing template for ChatGPT is creating the guides or educational quizzes for the specific topic. Imagine you would like to learn more about quantum mechanics, for example, or physics, or any other topic. In order to check your knowledge, you need to answer some questions like the test. And you can ask ChatGPT to create this type of quiz in order to memorize the information, know it, understand it better. I asked ChatGPT to create a 10-question multiple choice quiz based on the specific topic. I can also add different information here like please explain with the formulas or please do this or that. And as you can see, there are 10 questions here with multiple choices which we need to answer about. We can actually make this in a form of test or ask ChatGPT to check the answers after we write them down. So the possibilities here are really endless. And this is really cool little template which I really recommend you to try. Next is super amazing template for ChatGPT to ask it to be your career consultant. And it's perfect for people who have the specific profession which they acquired some time ago or just acquiring now, and they want to be professional in any other field of their interest. And I can actually ask ChatGPT to create step-by-step career plan with the milestones, motivational tips for me, deadlines, and all these steps, including the specific tests, which we spoke about before, in order to track my progress and be the professional I really want. Here is step-by-step skill development program, which is created specifically for us, including our information. We can actually upload here our resume. Some time ago, you need to pay hundreds of dollars in order to receive the professional advice from the person in order to understand what will be the plan for your career. But now you can do this almost for free. Next mind-blowing template for ChatGPT is giving the pieces of advice about your hobbies and interests. So suppose I would like to try something new and I have the specific interest about me which I really like. For example, reading and hiking. I can ask ChatGPT to give me the list of recommendations about the hobbies it would be really great to try, which will be perfect specifically for me and bring me a lot of happiness and new knowledge and help me to learn new skills. We receive the list of the recommended hobbies like photography, creative writing. You can actually add additional information here to chat with ChatGPT in order to get the best solution for you and eventually try something new. Next template will be perfect for those people who are really cautious about their health and would like to improve it on a daily basis. I can basically ask ChatGPT while uploading my personal information from the Apple Watch or any other apps or resources to create the personalized plan for day-to-day check of my health and other key factors which are crucial for my health. It will help not only to save me a lot of money, but also a lot of time and help me to be in a good mood, in a better shape. And we have the day-to-day plan with a specific bullet list about what we need to do in order to be healthy and eventually wealthy as well. And this is actually super cool because you can modify this plan based on your needs, your interests, your activities, and other daily routines. And as a result, you will receive the specific plan for you. Another super cool template for ChatGPT is asking it to help you break from the habits you don't really like. Help me create a daily schedule that breaks down my tasks into manageable chunks and provides rewards for completing each session. This is a combination of psychological planning and motivational tips for specifically your situation. You can actually add additional information here about your mood, about your type of the character, about the daily routines you constantly have, and it will help to solve your existing problem. We receive the final result here, which is specific list of recommendations for morning and mid-morning and other parts of the day with a specific routines which you need to follow in order to be the better version of yourself and succeed in what you are doing. It will be extremely useful for those who need external motivation and would like to start improving themselves but do not know how to do that properly. Another cool template is not only breaking down the habit, but also creating the new for your personality. For example, I want to develop the habit of reading 30 minutes per day. I struggle with the consistency. I can ask ChatGPT to create the 21-day plan that includes my daily reminders, tracking the process, and strategies to stay motivated. I can also include the quotes from the famous leaders or people who really like learning and reading, and eventually this will help me to achieve my goal. I receive the specific plan with all recommendations based on the specific week, with the specific days and actions I need to take in order to be motivated and start reading more. It is extremely useful for those people who really struggle with adding or acquiring new habits and really struggle with the motivation from other people or anyone else in order to start doing the thing. Another really interesting template is asking ChatGPT to help you with advice about your future career. I have this struggle between two different job offers which I need to take. I can ask ChatGPT to give me the specific information about each offer and pros and cons about them in order to decide which work is better for me. I can go through them, understand the situation. I can ask additional questions here as well and decide what is the best for my future career and my life in general. It can go on the specific websites or use the specific techniques in order to present you the better solution. I think a lot of people are struggling with setting up goals, putting them in the list in the right way. And you can ask ChatGPT to create the list of the goals you would like to achieve based on your notes or any other information and write them down correctly in a specific way. We receive the specific list of goals, which is measurable, achievable, tightened to the specific day. And I can also include additional information here about my progress, so it can correct these goals, correct the deadlines, correct input information, and maybe present you with some additional quotes or motivational tips in order to be on your way. And it's a really cool template which I really recommend you to try and see what the result will be. In the beginning, we spoke about simulating the conversation between different characters and people, but here we go beyond that, and you can actually ask ChatGPT to simulate the conversation between different historic figures from different time periods. For example, you can simulate the conversation between Julius Caesar and Albert Einstein, where they debate about the specific topic which you might have interest in, or brainstorm about the specific problem you might have in day-to-day life or work or personal life. It can take all the information about these characters and try to simulate them in a specific way that you receive the exact solutions for your problems. It can bring your creativity way forward beyond the specific figures, and you can use it in developing new products, brainstorming about complicated problems and ideas which you are captured by, and eventually present the better results for you and any other people you're doing this for. Next, really crazy template is asking ChatGPT to help you with growing your company. You can ask it to give you the step-by-step plan how to grow your company, for example, from 10 remote employees to 50 or 500 or 5,000 in a specific time frame. And you can specify the context based on the information you have about your company, your products, your services, the characters of your employees, the specific results you would like to achieve. For example, I would like to have the IPO in 5 years and have 5,000 employees with a revenue of several $billion, and help me to create step-by-step plan for that, including the motivation, specific information and literature I need to read, skills I need to acquire, the type of people I need to attract, the amount of money I need to invest in the business, and so on. And this is super useful for brainstorming meetings of the top management of the company or any other type of employees who would like to scale their departments or the company in general. Next template would be extremely useful for those people who would like to develop the professional knowledge of the employees in the company but doesn't have the internal human resources manager. So basically I can ask ChatGPT to create the development plan for the specific employee and focus on the specific skills which the person should acquire in a specific time frame based on the input information, for example, like the information about the code, the specific goals and results person achieved previously in the company, and etc. We need to understand whether the person would like to be with the company for the short term or not. We have the skill development and learning opportunities for the specific person. We have the feedback and evaluation where we can add additional points like tests or maybe the specific list of questions in order to conduct the interview and the feedback process better, and the specific action plan with the exact steps and the time frames we need to take in order to develop this employee. In most cases, it can also save you hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars because you do not need to use complicated systems of the development, and you can create these plans by yourself. Another interesting template is connected with the personalization about the specific product or service you have in your company. You can actually ask ChatGPT to create the personalized onboarding process based on the customer interests, experience, and the information he already has with your product. And it's super useful thing because it brings the customer service of your company on the different level. We receive the specific step-by-step guide of how can we collaborate with our customers, like having the welcome email and initial setup, specific in-app guided setup wizard, which we can set up and customize. We can have the onboarding checklist, which the customer might see after the registration. We have the in-app product tours and interactive demos here, which will be extremely useful if you have the complicated product or service which need to be described. And eventually, this will save you a lot of time and the money.